team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Illinois' offense will come out first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running a read option to the left. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. From the gun, looking for a man. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's the pressure. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they have the first points of the game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Gonna run it. It's Sampson. Looking for room at the 40. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. Touchdown, Illinois. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his man down the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Bringing the heat. Got his man to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Huskies have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the inside. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Illinois lining up quickly.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Off play action. He'll take the deep shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. He'll try the left side. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, finding Illini. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 78 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Pushed his way ahead, really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Second down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Now on first down from the 28. They'll give it to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Went up top on second down. That leaves them needing a yard here on third down. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quickly to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward, and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but you see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking for space, it's Sampson. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On second down, read option to the right. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. With the run on first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Yates. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here's the handoff. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. On target. And they're able to get him down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's a fumble on the play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. He'll go to the sneak. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Illinois right back to the line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. And the returner goes down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
1st down for the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. That brings him to within 1. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And with time running out here in the second quarter, the offense just going to take a knee. Don't want to risk disaster here. Make sure you go to the locker room with the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun to give to the back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. Finds a little space. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Send the tight end in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking deep. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They booted away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Yates. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown to Illini. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll set up to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looking to throw again. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. It'll be third and long. They'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington sends out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Illinois lining up quickly. Going to swing it on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Sampson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He rifles one deep down the middle. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play.
Offense is feeling it. But there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. The run from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. And the quick shuffle pass. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Huskies! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 12 over Notre Dame. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just to make that catch. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll try the run.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Dixon. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Dixon. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking to the big tight end. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the 4th. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Turning on the Jets. He's at touchdown, Illinois. They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. They want to throw it. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game today.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Motion from the wide receiver. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a little space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Huskies are rolling down the field. Handoff to the single back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Snap in the shotgun. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Yates. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And some room to work.
And in a 2-minute situation like this late in the game, the offense looking to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before going with the drop. But the defense wasn't fooled. Really nice job communicating and staying alert before making that.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The lone back's got it. Turning it off! They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quarterback takes a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets